Hi everyone, welcome back to the Web2 channel. My name is Zach. In this video, we are looking at Anthony Pompliano's reaction to Blackrock and, of course, getting into Bitcoin and crypto. Let's have a look at what Anthony Pompliano has to say. If you haven't already seen the story, we will have a look at it afterwards. That being said, let's have a look at what's going on here.
Blackrock, the $10 trillion asset manager, is going all in on Bitcoin, baby. Yes, this is what I'm talking about. Blackrock, the world's largest asset manager, is now going to offer Bitcoin trading to their clients. Now, BlackRock isn't just any asset manager. They're the largest in the world. Let's look at how big they actually are. They have $10 trillion in AUM. They've got over 16,000 employees, and their clients are large financial institutions, corporate pensions, endowments, family offices, and much, much more. They've already been participating in the Bitcoin and crypto industry. It's not just the first thing they're doing. They were trading CME Bitcoin futures. They have a plan to launch an iShares blockchain and tech ETF, and they already own more than 16% of MicroStrategy, the publicly traded company that owns a ton of Bitcoin on their balance sheet. Now, ultimately, what this all shows us is that now we are entering a point where if you work at a Wall Street institution, you work at a big hedge fund, if you work at an institutional asset allocator, you have more career risk in not participating in this industry than you do in actually participating.
And that's actually something we're seeing already, right? Where we're seeing multiple people who work on Wall Street moving into the crypto space. We're even seeing articles with people who are literally actually leaving retirement because crypto is so interesting right now.
What do I mean? Well, our friend Preston Pish, he described this perfectly. He said, now that BlackRock, JPM, Fidelity, Wells Fargo, and others are on board with Bitcoin, the Wall Street sheep are starting to develop career risk by not being on board. Watching BlackRock capitulate and have to go further and further into the Bitcoin and crypto industry, it's sweet, baby. All of these financial institutions on Wall Street, they realize what the individuals on the internet realized years ago. Bitcoin is the most pure macro asset in the world. It protects your purchasing power, and ultimately, it is the last free market standing. Every single Wall Street hedge fund, financial institution, bank, and asset allocator ultimately has to participate. The question is just, when do they realize it?
Of course, and that's what we're looking at right now. Okay, so BlackRock planning to offer crypto trading, sources say. Let's go into this. Clients would be able to trade crypto through the firm's Aladdin investment platform, said one of the sources. BlackRock, the world's largest asset manager, as we of course saw from Anthony Pompliano, is preparing to offer a cryptocurrency trading service to its investor clients, according to 3 people with knowledge of them that planned. The NY-based company, which manages over $10 trillion in assets for institutions, plans to enter the cryptocurrency space with client support trading and then with their own credit facility, one of the people said. In other words, clients would be able to borrow from BlackRock by pledging crypto assets as collateral. One of the people said BlackRock will allow its clients, which includes public pension schemes, endowments, and sovereign wealth funds, to trade cryptocurrency through Aladdin, short for Asset, Liability, Debt, and Derivative Investment Network, the assets management integrated investment management platform. The timetable for unveiling the service is unclear. The asset manager may have been telegraphing its intentions as early as June when it began hiring for Aladdin blockchain strategy lead. These days it's taken as known as that Wall Street banks and large financial institutions are edging into crypto, and the likes of Goldman Sachs, Morgan Stanley, and Citi, as well as of course Wells Fargo, carefully choosing strategies. BlackRock has already spent some positive signals to the market regarding crypto, including trading CME Bitcoin futures as per a filing in the US SEC. The company also has plans to launch the iShares blockchain and tech ETF, an exchange-traded fund tracking an index composed of companies involved in crypto technologies in the US and abroad. BlackRock also owns 16.3% of MicroStrategy, which, if I remember correctly, is actually, of course, the CEO, Michael Saylor, who, of course, is absolutely into Bitcoin, to say the least. Regularly trumpets news about his firm's Bitcoin holdings. A second person with knowledge of the plan said BlackRock was looking to get hands-on with outright crypto and was looking at providers in the space. A third person referred to a working group of approximately 20 or so inside BlackRock that is evaluating crypto, adding they see all the flow that everyone else is getting and want to start making some money from this. And of course, correction is that BlackRock has yet to launch its blockchain ETF. Of course, we're seeing many companies wanting to do such. Of course, always exciting to see when the largest institutions in the world are getting into it, and this is what Kevin O'Leary has been talking about since the past 6 months, really, when it comes down to institutions getting into this, is they're trying to get into this when it makes sense, when it's the right time. And of course, I think 2022 seems to be the right time for a lot of these institutions. Of course, never financial advice, always do your own research, but always an interesting side when we see, of course, institutions like BlackRock, of all people, or firms I should say, get into the space. Incredibly bullish signs. That being said, this is the Web3 channel covering everything happening in the Web3 space from crypto, NFT, and metaverse news. Have a great day, everyone. I'll see you in the next Web3 video.